The small town of Hector in Pope County is in the midst of a leadership crisis. The appointment of its new mayor may have been unlawful. Channel 7's Andrew Mobley has more now.
Many in Hector are standing behind the mayor and say it's certain city council members that should be removed from office. When longtime Mayor John Riley resigned in January, the Hector City Council had two options to find a replacement to finish his term. They could call a special election or appoint a mayor themselves. They chose the latter. City Council member Hannah D'Amato and Hector resident Randy Smith requested to be considered for the office of mayor. When a motion was made to appoint Smith, two voted in his favor, one against, and Hannah and her husband Philip, also a city council member, chose not to participate, one abstaining, one recusing. Smith was then installed as mayor, but last week Hannah requested review of Smith's appointment by the Arkansas Municipal League, which expressed concern that Smith may not have received the necessary number of votes to be legally appointed. The league said Hannah and her husband's choice not to participate did not constitute formal recusals. Therefore, the vote was not 2-3 in Smith's favor, but 2-5 against him. Smith willingly stepped down from office last Friday.
I had an option to either settle, to sue the city for that reason, or step back, let the city do the right thing. And I'm going to step back and let the city do the right thing.
But community members, many of whom support Smith and praise his performance, question if the D'Amatos should have been formally recused from the vote because of a conflict of interest, as well as the ethics of a married couple serving on the same city council and one seeking the mayor's office.
A husband and wife, I don't care how it looks in the laws or the books or anything else, that we as a community feel it is unethical for y'all to sit on a board together. Yep. And y'all know it, and it's public spoken multiple times.
One local has filed a complaint with the Arkansas Ethics Commission, which found probable cause that Philip D'Amato violated code when he participated in an executive session in January regarding his wife's potential appointment. Many townsfolk called for the council to reappoint Smith and save the city the $10,000 it would cost to hold a special election. But the D'Amatos made a motion for a special election, which passed 3-2. However, the motion ultimately failed because the D'Amatos had not submitted any documentation detailing the potential election.
The motion to declare a special election failed because it did not meet the requisite statutory requirements.
So where does that leave the city? Well, exactly where it was before the meeting. If the city council doesn't do something, then its secretary will perform the mayor's duties until his term is over. On your side, I'm Andrew Mobley.
And in a statement tonight, Councilmember Hannah D'Amato tells Channel 7 News, quote, "I stood by my vote tonight because reappointing someone who was never legally appointed would have been unlawful. The law makes clear that municipal vacancies must be addressed promptly, often within 30 days, to avoid further legal and ethical violations."